Hey everyone, Nick Sforza here from Manhasset Sands Point Realty. We are located at 351 Plandom Road in Manhasset. We cover all of Long Island, all of Queens. Obviously our specialty is Manhasset, Port Washington, and Roslyn. But if you are anywhere in Queens or Long Island, need to sell or buy a home, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to help. So this video here is about what's coming, whether you're ready or not, and that is the NAR agreement going into effect probably mid-August. They're projecting August 17th, and that is what you see behind me. Home buyers, you soon will need a contract with your agent. Are you prepared? So I don't know if everybody's ready for this or understands what's coming up, but this is definitely going to change the game when it comes to selling or buying your property. So the way it works now, real quickly, is if you were to call me to list your home, and let's just say I charge you 4% total commission, that would be 2% that would be offered to me as the listing agent, and then I would offer 2% to anybody that brought a buyer to the table. Now that could be an agent that is still representing you as a co-broker for me, or that could be an agent that's representing the buyer as a buyer broker. They would still get that 2%. So the seller would pay the 4%, as I said, 2 for me and 2 for any other agent that brings the buyer. What this NAR agreement is doing is basically putting an end to that. You as the homeowner now will have the ability to negotiate commission with any agent that's involved in this deal. So now what's going to happen is if you call me and ask me to come to your house to take a look at it and possibly list your home, and whatever commission I'm charging you, it's charging you just to sell your home. It does not involve the other agents that bring a buyer to the table. So now, for example, if I charge you just 2%, that would be 2% that you're paying and you're paying me, and that's all that you're paying. If an agent provides a buyer, as they did in the past, the buyer would be responsible for paying that agent. And right now, as the headline says, buyers that come to homes with agents need to be represented by these agents. So they need to have agreements with these agents. There is no, agents bringing buyers around with no signed agreements at this particular point. It's going to have to be agreed upon. There's going to have to be an agreed commission there, and buyers are responsible for paying their buyer broker. So that's just something that is really strictly in effect at this particular point, not today, but in next month, probably around, like I said, August 17th. And that's going to change the game a little bit now, how we negotiate things, especially when an agent comes and brings a buyer. The agent could ask the seller to pay the buyer's broker still. That is an option. But that gives the seller the option to negotiate, as I said before, where in the past you did not have that option. So you would just say, pay me 2% for listing the home and trying to sell it and trying to attract agents and attract buyers. If an agent brought a buyer, that buyer would be responsible for that agent's commission, whatever they agree upon. However, that agent could present an offer, maybe an offer that's really good, and say, this is an offer that's above asking. However, we want the seller to pay the buyer's broker commission. And you can say, sure, no problem. You're happy with the offer and you're happy with what you're going to net, and you have that right to accept that. Or you can say, no, I'm not going to pay you 2% additional. I'll pay you maybe 1%. Or you could even say, no, I'm not paying you anything. The buyer should pay you. But this is an opportunity that now you have, obviously with my guidance, but you'll have the opportunity to negotiate with any agent that's involved in the deal, as I said before. As for the buyers, it's going to be harder for you now. You do need an agent involved. I would strongly recommend that you do not go to a listing agent directly by yourself. It's not going to save you any money. If anything, you're going to lose that negotiation battle. I know it stinks that you have to pay a commission now to your buyer's broker, but as I said before, that could be thrown into the deal, meaning it could be a seller's concession. So let's say, for example, you agree on $1 million to purchase a home, but we're going to say it's $1,020,000, and that $20,000 will go towards the agent's commission, the buyer's agent's commission. That's one option. The other option, you just say that the seller could pay it or that you pay it. But you are going to need an agent at this particular point. I know it's going to get tricky. I know it's going to get a little hairy. I know it's going to be frustrating, especially for the buyer. I think this is a big win for sellers, but it's much tougher for buyers, which are already going through a tough time because your closing costs are much, much higher than what a seller usually goes through. And now this is just adding to it. So a lot of questions, a lot of things changing. I do think you should be talking to real estate agents right now, real estate brokers. Again, I am the broker owner of Manhasset Sands Point Realty. If you're looking in Queens or Long Island, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to you and let you know what's going on and how it would work and how we can handle certain deals and so forth. And of course, if you're looking to list your home, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to chat about your home, what it's worth, and what you would net after using our brokerage. I guarantee you'll net more money with us than any other brokerage that's out there. So hope to hear from you. Hope that was somewhat informative. If you have any questions, by all means, throw them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer them. And have a great day, everyone. Take care.